How's it going, YouTube? My name is SO3, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. So, this is an indie game that was released on Steam, so let's just try it out and see what we think about it. And, importantly, what do you think about it? Okay, so...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, that's good.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Oh, that's a
Orders
difficult
came
job.
to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Well, that's important, I think.
And
Be
then
happy.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh, what was
Something
that?
he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What time is it? Okay, that will be good. Hello? Anyone here? 4-2, no. Was I 427, right? It was, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room, okay,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What can I do? Oh, I can't turn off the computers. Ah, I'm so evil. Okay, wonder if the time actually moves. It does, okay. So the time is correct, I think. What a lovely painting. Oh, let's stand and admire it for a time. Okay, fuck the painting. Hello. More computers? Yes. Okay. Another computer. What does the oh, okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna guess either. I hate Mondays. Okay, who doesn't? Everyone hates Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The door on my... the right one. What do you say? I cannot fucking live at all. Okay, okay, let's take the left one. Let's do as assessed first time. 412, 411. And
yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, this is just so funny, I can... Okay. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Okay, I should know that for my office work then. Slick blue graphic. Everyone is unique, you most of all. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay. What is this? Broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There was nothing here. What? I can see a lot of things here. Who are you anyway, guy who talks at me?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh yeah, how do you know that? Idiot. Yes.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some
that would be fun if I could.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah, I know. I wonder who that guy is who is talking at me.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Oh yes, I am.
Standing around doing
That's
nothing?
strange.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Okay, so the broom closet is very nice. That's why I'm here.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet,
you didn't.
At least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of
why is it here then?
no significance to the story
I don't get it.
whatsoever. I never would have thought to
I
mention
don't get it. Why it's here if it's not significant. Can we continue?
Maybe to you this is somehow its
No,
own
he's
branching
continuing.
path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending
Is there a
was
broom
my
closet ending at all?
favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Yeah, I think they will. Okay, let's leave the broom closet. Okay, another choice. So...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, I said I should do as he says the first time, so... Let's walk upstairs. Hello. Who is closing the doors behind me? Are they closing by themselves? What? What's this? Executive bathroom. Okay, no. Not there. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
Nothing at
human
all.
life.
Nothing.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Can I play the
What he
piano?
could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's
What's the
desk
keypad?
guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret
An extra
number,
secret.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Of course.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keyboard,
Random.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Damn, it's dark here. Let's go down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question
strange.
would not go unanswered for long.
I will find the truth. The truth is nothing is true.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, that's not suspicious at all. not so suspicious time, that is right. Okay, what is this? This is the mind control facility. Oh, somebody is closing the doors. Is it Stanley?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
They're blinking.
Now the monitors jumped to
look at
life.
this.
Their true nature
Fired.
revealed. Each bore
Someone
the
is
number
fired.
of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
The Templars.
Freedom and
That's it. I got it. Of course. How could I miss that?
this mind control facility.
Yeah,
it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Where is the elevator?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yes,
Had
it
he
was.
truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Hello.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Can I turn the machine on?
Would dismantle the controls once.
Apparently I can turn it on as well. Okay, yeah, let's take it. What happened now? Here.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go.
Damn, this is a slow door.
Or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay, well, the story is great so far. Very well.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I think so far the story is great. What do you say? It is actually very interesting. And the gameplay is as well. Very unique gameplay, that is. You can see my mouse pointer. Oh, I'm back. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where are they?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. And the painting, fuck that. The computers, and what if I get an achievement if I turn off every computer? Monday mug, so far so good. Let's see now, let's take the right door instead.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Employee lounge, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Coffee not? What? Another cup. Can't I pick up the cups up? Would be great. Another cup.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Nice painting.
Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Shall we continue? Yeah, let's do that. Caution, do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Science as
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was. So what does this say? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it will cause death. Oh no way, you don't say that. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. $1,000. penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. $5,000. Can I jump off it?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright, I gotta end this episode here, but I hope you enjoyed it and you leave a like if you did. If you didn't and you know it, feel free to leave a dislike. So, yeah, I will know that. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.